Hey guys, have you ever been fighting one of the data battles and suddenly noticed a really cool attack or animation that you never noticed before because, well, you were fighting for your life against one of the hardest challenges of Kingdom Hearts 2? Well, then this video might be for you. Welcome to my data battle breakdown series. These will not be guides, but rather a showcase of the animations that a data organization use, since during their fights, you're kind of fighting for your life, and this is probably the last thing on your mind. Today, we're looking at Demyx. Demyx's fight is a dance, for lack of a better word.
Dance, water, dance!
As you match him step for step to gain the upper hand. The main gimmick of this fight is the water clones that he spawns. Demyx will call forth clones as a timer counts down. He actually plays with both hands, doing continuous hammer-ons and pull-offs throughout this phase. It is honestly really cool how they pulled in actual guitar techniques for this fight. It both looks cool and is actually something you can do. The clones that are spawned are nobody-like, with the familiar pulsing of their body in random parts. Their normal form has them holding a guitar as they look down over it, a large swoop of hair falling down over their face. A huge shout out to Danimal for this find, but this is actually the Creeper Nobody, just with a water texture on it. And now that I see that, I can totally see the resemblance. After a bit of time, they'll go on the offensive, flipping upside down and turning their feet into spinning helicopter-like blades, as their hands turn into paddles that they swing around to hit Sora. These Nobodies have a special reaction command called Wild Dance, where the Nobodies will turn into a music note and hop around. The first two attacks are the same, where Sora will throw the note forward, causing it to spin. You can wait to follow up on this and allow it to spin a couple times before triggering the combo. The other attack has Sora holding onto the top of the note and circling around himself a couple times before throwing it forward for another spinning attack. I love Sora's little hop during this animation before he throws the note forward. If they are left alone for too long, they will do their helicopter strike before disappearing. After beating his time attack, Demyx will be stunned for a second, clutching and shaking his head. Now let's look at Demyx's actual attacks. Demyx has two sets of attacks with multiple variants of them. The first set uses water bubbles that he will send towards you in a variety of different ways. The second set involves pillars of water that he will use in a couple different ways. Let's look at these water bubbles. The first kind of attack is a burst of shots, all targeted at Sora. Demyx flips backwards before twisting forward, holding his sitar with one hand, and unleashing a barrage of water. Droplets burst outwards as they make contact. There will be a stream of 7 bubbles spawned each time. The next is another quick attack where Demyx will hop and twist around, slicing at you with the top of his sitar. He will also spawn 3 bubbles that spawn and fly forward to burst open. The other 2 attacks that he has are a little slower. One has him strutting forward as he strums on his instrument, spawning bubbles that slowly home in on Sora. The most I've seen spawn at once is 4. The last attack is a shower of bubbles that rains down from above. There's nothing too crazy about it. Demyx raises a hand and spins it in the air like a maestro, conducting the water to fall. The other set of attacks has Demyx spawning pillars of water. Water erupts into the air from pools on the ground. Probably his favorite move in the whole fight is a dashing attack where he crouches and flies into the air almost parallel with the ground at times, before landing and throwing out an arm, causing pillars to circle up around him. This is also the counterattack when you hit Demyx too often. He can either do the dash attack or skip straight to the circle of pillars. The other pillar attack in the first phase is a line of water towers that Demyx will shoot towards you. When they are near Sora, the towers will spread outwards. One time I got the pillars to circle around in a spiral. Nothing special happened, I just thought it looked super cool. The last 2 pillar attacks are only used during the second phase. The first one has Demyx slowly walking forward, strumming on his sitar as a wall of pillars spawns in front of him. The other attack has Demyx spinning and twisting, slashing out with his sitar multiple times. Each strike of his spawns a mini wall of water in front or behind him depending on where the strike is facing. To finish off the attack, Demyx raises his arm as 3 sets of pillars shoot outwards in a conal shape. Demyx's special reaction command is Showstealer. This has Demyx jumping backwards and dancing towards Sora, enticing him to strike. If you don't do anything, he'll just stop and return to his attack. Attacking him though has you falling for his trap. Sora taps on his shoulder before Demyx spins around, hitting him with the top of his sitar. Hitting the reaction command has Sora jumping in back to back with Demyx. You can see in the first few frames of this animation that Sora flips his keyblade backwards so that he can play it like a guitar. He ducks the spin attack doing an upper slash kind of attack before spinning the keyblade back to his normal hold. The flipping animations are so smooth. I wish we could see more of Sora's handiwork in his animations like this. And that is all the attacks for Demyx. As a kid I had such a hard time with his data fight, but if you use the right strategies, the water clone timer game is not actually that hard. Hope you all enjoyed this entry in the data battle series. Be on the lookout for the next one on Axel. A huge thank you to my patrons for their support, I genuinely appreciate it. If you want some nice perks like early access to videos or monthly game nights, consider supporting me. Subscribe and share this video if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.